Hi, this is a short demo for my educational game called ImmunoBlitz. At the moment, the name is still Immunopocalypse, which will be changed in the next updated version, which is currently being worked on. The name has been changed due to it being too hard to pronounce and it is not very catchy. Along with the name, there are still a few bugs and glitches that are being worked on. I will briefly mention them when they appear. This is the main menu. Here we can access information and achievements, as well as game settings and the tutorial. This is the desktop app version. The graphics are being improved to match the improved quality of the mobile version. All versions of the game will be free for students to download and play. So, let's start from the tutorial. So tapping this yellow bubble will deal damage to the microbe, which has the microbe health at the top right. Clicking on the green bubble with an organ inside will heal that specific organ. In this case, it's the blood. When an organ is red and has an exclamation mark, it means that it is running really low on health. And you can also see it from the top health bar. You can spend immunopoints to heal an organ and then later to upgrade it. Immunopoints can be seen at the top right of the screen. Here is a tooltip of the next microbe, which is chickenpox. It's a virus and we can see its causes and its target organs. We can click on the upgrade panel to enter this organ's upgrades. So the first one is thick skin, which reduces the damage to the skin by 20%. And here we can buy this upgrade. And we can go back to the game. On the left, we have the countdown timer, which shows how long you have left for another wave of microbes to attack. It is important to note that while in an upgrade panel, the countdown timer pauses. And at the bottom left, we have some power-ups. These are clinical interventions, which are very strong against specific types of microbes. And they also have quite a long cooldown, so it's important to use them accordingly. The first one is face masks, which has a 2-wave cooldown, and it increases the yellow bubbles by 50% for that wave. But it only does this effect if that specific microbe is transmitted through water droplets. So it's important to read the tooltips that pop up before each microbe and check how it's transmitted. Vaccines can be used once every 5 waves, so it has a very long cooldown, but it has a very strong effect. All organs take 80% less damage for that wave, but it can only be used before a virus or bacteria is attacking, so no fungi. These two, the vaccine and face masks, can only be used before a wave, not during a wave. The next one, antiseptics, has a 4-wave cooldown and it deals double damage and healing for 15 seconds, and it can be used during a wave of any microbe. And finally, antibiotics, it has a 3-wave cooldown and it makes all organs invincible for 10 seconds. Remember that each wave is 60 seconds long, so it's pretty strong. But it can only be used while bacteria are attacking. And that is the tutorial. We can go back to the main menu and let's go into a game. But before, here we have our difficulty. Right now it's set on easy. Difficulty affects how much points you gain, how much upgrades cost, and how much healing costs. So we're going to keep it on easy for now, and let's hop into the game. Before the game starts, you'll have some instructions and a brief overview. So you are in control of this person's immune system. You can defend the body by healing organs, destroying microbes, and growing stronger over time using the upgrades. You can also use a selection of power-ups to help you out. So, clicking on the yellow bubbles will deal damage, clicking on the green bubbles will heal a specific organ depending on the icon, and each bubble you pop will give you ImmunoPoints which you can use to upgrade organs or heal them. It is important to note that right now there's a small glitch, and instead of having yellow bubbles, the player will be seeing the icon of the microbe instead. So the first wave will be Salmonella, and it is a bacteria. So there is some information about it, about its causes and how it is transmitted. It's important to read these because of the power-ups. The target organ will be the stomach. Okay, so as we can see, we can go onto the stomach and gut and wait a few seconds until the wave starts. Clicking on the microbe icon will deal damage, and you will see it from the health bar up top, while clicking on the green bubbles will heal our stomach. The first few waves are pretty easy, and you shouldn't have any difficulty beating them, but as the waves progress, difficulty increases, and it's very important that you pop every single bubble to maximize ImmunoPoints. So we got an achievement over there, and we added a new addition to the Hall of Slain Diseases. So the next microbe is a fungi, and it will cause ringworm rash. The target organs will be the blood and the skin. Now, since we know that the skin is going to be attacked, we can go onto the skin and we can upgrade it. Now, unfortunately, because of another bug, we cannot upgrade the skin or any other organ during the intermission period between waves. This is an oversight and should be fixed really quickly, because it's important to upgrade during the intermission period. So as you can see, we couldn't buy it. So let's start the next wave and then quickly hop into the skin and upgrade it now. Okay, so that bought an upgrade, and our skin takes less damage now. We can repurchase the level 2 of the upgrade, which costs less and has another effect to increase from 20% to 30% reduced damage to the skin. It's also important to note that buying one of these upgrades unlocked 2 others. We unlocked Secrete Sweat, which increases yellow bubbles by 30% if bacteria and fungi are attacking, as well as Iron Skin, which makes the skin invincible for the first 8 seconds of the wave. It's important to note that on the left we have information about the skin, and on the right we have information about the upgrade, its effect, as well as information about sweat, for example. It's very important to make sure that the health bars are always green, so that if you see that one is going a little bit too low, you can just quickly press it and quick heal it by spending 40 points, which is quite cheap in easy mode. The microbe is nearly dead. I think one more should get it perfect. So, the next upgrade, the next microbe is typhoid fever. It's a bacteria, and here we have some information about it. The target organs are the stomach and the brain. Now, since it's a bacteria, we can use one of these upgrade the power-ups and use them to an effect. We don't really need to use them right now in the first 5 waves, it's pretty easy, but I'm going to use it as a demonstration. So right now I cannot use the antiseptics or antibiotics because we are in between a wave, so we should use it later. And also we can see that from the first wave our stomach is still injured, so we should go in and heal it. Now, as I said before, we cannot heal it right now because of a glitch, but let's just start the wave and do so. Twice and use the antibiotics. So as you can see, our stomach and gut is immune and not taking any damage whatsoever for a few seconds. So the next one is cowpox. It's the last wave I'm going to do for this demonstration. So the skin is damaged, so as before, we should go on the skin, we're going to heal it and we're going to upgrade it as the wave starts. So let's heal it a couple times, full health, and we can, what was the attacking? I think it was a virus. Okay, so the secrete sweat is not useful at all against viruses because it is only effective against bacteria or fungi, so it would be a mistake to waste points on it. Instead, we can regulate temperature, which increases healing per green bubble by 25%. Upgrade that twice, as well as thick skin to deal less damage. Okay, I have no more points left for more upgrades for now. It's important to keep some points for healing just in case things go sour. So right now my skin is taking very little damage. It's also important to note that the blood organ actually is the most complex, and as the game goes by, investing more in the blood will invest a lot of points for all other organs. The blood is one of the few organs, along with the bone, that affect all other organs, unlike, for example, the lungs, where the upgrades only affect the lungs themselves. Okay, so as we can see, the skin is getting quite damaged, so I'm going to quickly heal it. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop for now. The achievement collector has been coming up every time. It shouldn't, but we'll be fixing that as well. So let's go back to the main menu and check the rest of the things. So in the organs and upgrades tab, we can see every single organ we have, as well so information about that organ and information about the upgrades of that organ, as well as for the interior. The bodies, for example, we have enzymes for the stomach and acid, as well as some microbe type specific upgrades. Like this is more useful against fungi because it deals 20% higher damage to fungi when they are attacking the stomach and gut. Here we have this hall of slain diseases, and we can see that, for example, nail fungus, we destroyed this, so it's here in our hall. We can see some information about it and its target organs. There are 44 total diseases, so it would take a while to fill up your hall. Here we have some achievements, like for example the blasting bacteria achievement, which is awarded if you slay 8 different types of bacteria, or the taster, which is awarded after you play the game for 15 minutes. Some of them are pretty hard to get, some of them are pretty easy, like finishing the tutorial gives you an achievement. Apart from that, there is the settings tab where you can change your avatar from male to female, and you can change the music and sound of the game, as well as reset your data, which resets the Hall of Slain Diseases as well as the achievements and game and time played. So that is it for my game. We are currently working on a ranked system at the moment, where your score, which is the waves beaten out of 20, as well as difficulty, will influence your ranked score, which can be seen on a leaderboard by all other players. So that is still in the works, and hopefully it will work out just fine. Thanks for listening and have a good day.